You know what's frustrating? Waking up night after night, sometimes 3, 4, even 6 times to pee. You try to go back to sleep, but your mind starts racing. And in the morning, you're groggy, cranky, and everything just feels off. For my patients, this wasn't just about peeing, it was about losing control, feeling old, and watching life slip through their fingers. Now, I want you to imagine something with me. Imagine your prostate like a sponge, soft, flexible, and able to let fluids pass freely. But over time, something begins to wrap around it. Slowly, tightening, constricting, cutting off the life-giving blood flow. I call it the prostate strangler. And this invisible force doesn't just choke your prostate, it blocks critical circulation. It starves the cells that keep your urinary system functioning smoothly. When that flow gets restricted, your prostate becomes inflamed. Not because your body is failing, but because it's gasping for oxygen, for nutrients, for relief. That strangler is behind the swelling. It's behind the constant urges, the dribbling, the weak stream, and yes, the midnight marathons to the bathroom. But here's the thing. Stopping that nightly peeing doesn't require surgery, expensive prescriptions, or embarrassment. It begins with habits, small, powerful rituals that can reawaken your body's natural rhythm. And today, I want to walk you through 5 morning habits that my senior patients swear by. And the first one, it only takes 60 seconds. Every morning, before you eat, before you check your phone, drink 10 ounces of warm lemon water with a pinch of sea salt. Just that. Why? Because it kickstarts your kidneys, hydrates your tissues, and helps clear out the stagnant fluid that builds up overnight. But more importantly, the lemon triggers a mild diuretic effect, gently flushing the urinary tract without overstimulating your bladder. Now, habit number 2 is one I call the pelvic reset. It's a series of 3 simple stretches you can do while brushing your teeth. Just standing pelvic tilts, hip circles, and light knee bends. What's the goal? Loosening the muscles around your pelvic floor, where tension often traps circulation. When those muscles stay tight, they push pressure onto your bladder and restrict blood flow to, you guessed it, your prostate. 2 minutes of this, and you'll start to feel more balanced and in control. Habit number 3 is a breakfast upgrade. No sugar cereals. No white toast. Instead, you go for a pro-circulation combo. 1 soft-boiled egg, a handful of walnuts, and half an avocado. These foods are loaded with arginine and healthy fats that your body uses to produce nitric oxide, your natural vessel dilator. The same compound that helps keep your arteries open down there, so your prostate gets the oxygen it needs. One of my patients, Michael, said he swapped his morning toast for this combo, and within a week, the frequency dropped by half. Habit number 4 is a simple breathing exercise. Box breathing. 4 seconds in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. Do it for 3 minutes. This reduces cortisol, and here's why that matters. Excess cortisol, the stress hormone, is like fuel for the prostate strangler. It inflames tissues, increases urination urges, and throws off your hormonal balance. Breathing may seem too easy, but the impact is deep. Especially first thing in the morning, when cortisol naturally spikes. Now, habit number 5 might be the most overlooked. It's movement, but not just walking. I'm talking about sunlight walking. Get outside within 30 minutes of waking up and walk for at least 10 minutes. The sunlight helps reset your circadian rhythm. That rhythm controls your bladder at night. When it's disrupted, your brain stops producing the hormone that tells your kidneys to slow urine production while you sleep. Plus, walking increases blood flow throughout your pelvis, delivering nutrients where they've been blocked. These 5 habits are powerful. They can retrain your body, lower inflammation, and reduce those nightly bathroom trips. But, and this is something I tell every single patient, habits are only half the battle. Why? Because even if you do everything right, there's still the issue of the block. That strangler that's been quietly cutting off circulation for years. You can drink all the lemon water you want, but if the nutrient highways are still closed, your prostate stays inflamed. You see, the root of the problem isn't just bladder control. It's delivery. Nutrient delivery. Blood flow is the delivery system. And if that's compromised, it doesn't matter how well you eat, how well you move, or how many supplements you take. That's why so many men get frustrated. They try cranberry juice, beta-sitosterol, saw palmetto. Some even go for prescription meds. But unless the strangler is removed and blood flow is restored, it's like trying to water a garden with a hose that's kinked. Nothing gets through. Let me tell you about Frank. He's 71, retired engineer from Florida. Used to be sharp, logical, methodical. But he came to me desperate. He told me, "Doc, I'm up 6 times a night. My wife moved into the guest room. I've tried everything, nothing sticks." He was following the same morning habits I just shared with you. And they helped. But not enough. Because, like I told him, if you're not fixing the delivery system, you're fighting with one hand tied behind your back. Once we addressed that hidden issue, the block in circulation, everything changed. He started sleeping 5, 6 hours straight. His energy returned. He told me he even started golfing again, without having to scan the course for bathrooms. It was like he had taken back control of his life. Now, if you're like Frank and you've done everything right, but you're still stuck, don't lose hope. There is a method. A way to target that prostate strangler directly and reignite the nutrient delivery system inside your body. This method uses a combination of targeted ingredients designed to clear the path, reduce inflammation, and restore healthy blood flow to the prostate. And the full presentation that reveals exactly how this restoration system works is available through the link in the description. But before you click, let me explain the deeper mechanism behind it. The key lies in what I call the nutrient lockout. As your prostate becomes inflamed, it builds up fibrotic tissue, like internal scar tissue, that acts like armor. Even when nutrients reach the area, they can't penetrate. This method works not just by increasing circulation, but by softening that barrier and improving nutrient absorption at the cellular level. That's what makes the difference between temporary relief and lasting transformation. If you're waking up night after night, exhausted and frustrated, if your confidence is slipping and you're starting to feel like less of the man you once were, then I urge you, don't ignore this any longer. The longer you wait, the tighter the prostate strangler grips. But the sooner you act, the faster you can begin to feel relief. Imagine sleeping through the night. Imagine waking up refreshed, with energy, clarity, and control. The full protocol, the system that targets the root cause and restores your prostate's natural function, is revealed in the presentation linked below. It's time to stop masking symptoms and start reversing the cause. Click the link now and watch the full video. Trust me, it could be the turning point you've been searching for.